It is purpose of creating, purpose of connecting, purpose of closing, that guides, that drives, and its purpose to define, purpose to bind.
Reaction, cause, everything begins with everything.
It is purpose of creating, purpose of connecting, purpose of closing, that guides, that drives, and its purpose to define, purpose to bind.
Action, reaction, cause, everything begins with everything.
Greetings! I am so glad you can make it. I'm L. Robinson, and I want to welcome you to churchofrealtalk.org. I am hoping that you are having a stellar day, and if for whatever reason you are not, my wish is that by the time we're done with this clip, you will be able to propel yourself on to having a stellar day. That is always very important here at churchofrealtalk.org, as well as being very important to me as well. Can you believe it? 2011, almost over. In a few days, we will be typing, saying, and writing 2012. And 2011, like every year previous, had its ups and its downs, and it was an amazing year. And I'm going to say something right this moment that will probably shock many of you, but 2011 was actually a very good year for me. Yep, I'm going to say that again. 2011 was actually a very good year for me. Yes, trials, tribulations, betrayal, heartache, pain, suffering, sorrow. But you know what? I read a quote this morning that kind of sums that all up. And it's one of those quotes by author unknown. Love those, don't have to worry about messing up somebody's name. And the quote states, "A man who is never lost can never find himself." And that actually summed up this whole year for me. The latter part of the year, again, like I said, yes, there was so much pain, heartache, suffering, grief, feelings of betrayal, blase, boom, so forth and so on. But you know what? I got through it. And most importantly, churchofrealtalk.org, we actually got a chance to breathe some life into this. We actually were able to create the army of positivity. And I had to realize, through all of this, I had to realize that positive focus, positive energy has actually helped me find my destiny. And once again, the universe has once again saved me. And I'm going to explain that in a second, but first, the reason why I have to bring this up is because we are going to be off the air for a little while. Because I have to go get some medical stuff done. When we first started this, I think since I perceived that I had to do battle with this negative, I'm not even going to call him a negative person anymore, because you know what, at the end of the day, we all have to answer for our own actions. We all have to answer for our own choices, and it's not fair for me to judge another person. So this person, that went out their way to hurt me, I felt for some strange reason that I needed to armor up and do battle. And I think the stress of actually doing battle with someone that I had spent most of as far back as I can remember actually caring for, actually wanting the best for, and for them to betray me, I think stabbed me so deep. And I think emotionally and physically as well as mentally, I was kind of torn. And being a diabetic really didn't help that much. And even to this day, I still haven't gotten treatment for my diabetes. And I think, and again, remember, the mental and physical, all tied together, all basically one unit. And even though through the months of keeping positive focus, allowing myself to draw from the positive energy that all of you have shared with me, allowing to see what the universe has put in my path and acting upon it has allowed to give me a sense of feeling better. However, just the plain mathematics of it is, I need to see it now. I need to make sure that everything is working as expected. And regrettably, well, not regrettably, happily, I'm going to take care of that. But the downside of that is I won't be able to do clips. But I've got to get healthy. And again, this only happened because I was able to reconnect to that person that was important to my life. And we just recently spent a few hours together, and as I'm thinking, I'm realizing how important this person is to me, as well as hopefully how important I am to him. And I'm like, I have to get myself well. I have to get myself better. And I decided that, and you know what? This person is actually my son. I am so proud of him. And, I told him, I said, Dad is going to go ahead and get himself better. He's going to actually go ahead and make sure that he's healthy, because there's so much that he's accomplishing that I definitely want to be there for. And that's very, very important to me. And as far as the last clip, Forgive and Forget, you know what? Not only do I speak the word, I actually, and I've said this many times, I actually walk the path. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Forgiving and forgetting, very hard to do. Very, very hard to do. Yeah, sometimes you can forgive, sometimes you can forget. However, when you put both of those words on the same line together, it becomes a task. But again, the universe seems to give me what I need when I need it the most. And I actually realized after reading that quote and reading something out of Horizontal Escape that, you know what? If they would have never done this, I would have never done this. So, in the end, the universe gave me what I needed. I really needed to stay a positive person. I really needed to feel that I was actually a positive asset to the universe and was able to share a positive message. I always wanted to do something to give back to all the love and the happiness that Russell and Olivia Johnson gave me via them always being a positive aspect in my life. And Church of Real Talk has allowed me to do that. It's really strange. A lot of times I really, really feel that I'm in this cosmic chess game and I'm just this small piece on this huge, immense chessboard. But I've come to learn in this very short time how important staying positive is, how important it is to be able to tap into positive energy, how important it is to keep a strong aura. Yes, like I said before, there will always be negativity. It's just the flip side of the coin. But you can't let negativity take over. You can't. It's always going to be there. I can't lie to you. Since I've sat down in this chair, I've never ever lied to you. It's out there, and its main purpose is to destroy you. Looking at it as evil, the basis for most religious texts is good and there's evil. And evil will always be there. And you have to raise above it and look for the good. I just flip it around to negative and positive because it just makes more sense to me. And like I said, there's a whole universe out there, and the things that we think are thrust upon us that we feel will destroy us, believe it or not, it won't. I'm telling you, it won't. Because like I said before, in the scheme of things, there is a whole universe out there. And that universe really, really, even though it's in place and it's connected to us, really does not think the fact that somebody else tried to hurt you, or someone tried to stab you in the back, or someone betrayed you, I don't think that's going to stop the sun. I don't think it's going to stop the rotation of the planets. I don't think it's going to stop the whole concept of gravity. It just happens, and you have to stay positive. And the universe, I guess, will reward you for not being petty, thinking that the fact that this person betrayed you or stole something from you or did this to you, or some conceived notion of hurt or pain, I think the universe will basically reward you for not bothering it with these things that are basically not that important. Being human and understanding that, yes, it's hard. It's hard to stay a positive person. And it seems like I said before, every time you think you have it down pat, here comes just another problem, another stumbling block for you to overcome. But you can overcome it. Never think that you cannot. And that's why I named this clip, "And the end is where it all begins." You know, because once you raise above all of the negativity, you get to start over, and it all begins then. And there's going to be constant stumbling blocks. I'm not going to lie to you. It's constant. It's just constant. Again, you have become a beacon. Once you take into yourself that you want to be a positive person, there will be those that will just go out of their way to stop that from happening. And it's usually due to their own fears and their own insecurities. But we are now the army of positivity, and we will shine the light and illuminate all of those dark places. Okay, we will make others see that yes, there are negative forces out there, and all they're going to do is destroy your life or give you short-term happiness that will actually turn into just more negativity. And please continue on thinking positive, continue on being the positive people that you are. I will return bigger, faster, better, stronger. But yeah, I gotta get myself looked at, and I really want to thank my son, because I mean, just for him stepping outside of being what I call the casualty of war to just reconnect with me made me see that it is important that I take care of myself. So I thank him for that. And I thank all of you for giving me the positive energy to be able to recognize what the universe has placed right in front of me. So if nothing else, that should propel you on to having a stellar day. Better yet, a stellar life. I'm L. Robinson, and I want to thank you for stopping by churchofrealtalk.org. Hopefully I will return shortly with more clips. I don't know if they're going to let me do the laptop thing in the hospital, but if possible, I will update stuff. I'm just not going to film myself through the webcam in some hospital. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the hospital gown web video stuff. And it's not pride. I just don't want to do it. I think it looks so tacky. Listen, L. Robinson, churchofrealtalk.org. Love you guys. Peace. Hey, enjoy 2012. It's right around the corner.
And its purpose of creating, purpose of connecting, purpose of closing, to guide, and its purpose to define, purpose to bind.
Reaction, cause, everything begins with everything.
And its purpose of creating, purpose of connecting, purpose of closing, to guide, and its purpose to define, purpose to bind.
Action, reaction, cause, everything begins with everything.